band. Mr. Reynolds here. Today we're going to talk about how to oil a piston valve. That is for you trumpet players, you baritone players, and in some instances you tuba players. Today we're going to use a trumpet to demonstrate this activity, and so the first thing we're going to do is we're going to note that the valves are in order 1, 2, and 3, and they always start closest to the mouthpiece. So this is always going to be the first valve, the second valve, the third valve, and if you have a fourth valve, it's going to be right there. So anyway, the first thing we're going to do is just unscrew this this first valve right here, and we just do that by turning it counterclockwise. Hopefully you can see that on the video. We're just going to unscrew that until it's loose, and then we're going to gently lift the valve out like so. Now, let's go ahead and set the trumpet aside for just a minute and talk about this valve. Let me highly discourage taking more than one valve out of your instrument at a time, because if you get these things mixed up, in other words, if you get the first valve in where the third valve goes or the second valve goes, your instrument's not going to work. You're going to end up coming to me in class and going, Mr. Reynolds, my trumpet won't blow. What's wrong with it? And the first thing I'm going to do is say, did you oil your valves last night? And you're going to go, yes, I did. Did you take more than one valve out? Yes. You got them backward. Okay, so we get them mixed up. So that being said, please only take one valve at a time out. Alright, so we've got our valve out. First thing we want to do is just kind of wipe any dirt or any excess oil or anything, any residue that might be on there. Just wipe it off with a paper towel until it's fairly clean. Then we're going to take our piston valve oil. I recommend Hetman's synthetic piston valve oil. This is the best thing on the market in my opinion for oiling these valves, and so we're just going to take that and take the lid off. Now, when you oil these valves, don't do it on Mom's carpet, because it's going to get oil on the floor, and I guarantee you Mom does not want oil on her carpet. So go to like over the sink or maybe outside in the yard somewhere where if you drip oil on the floor, it's not really going to matter. Okay, we're going to do it here today in the classroom, and hopefully housekeeping won't get too upset with us. Alright, so we're just going to take and dribble some oil across the valve. Let me encourage you to coat the entire surface, including this little plastic valve guide right up here, this little plastic piece. Go ahead and coat that as well with the Hetman's piston oil. And we're just going to take it, shake the excess off, grab our trumpet back up, our instrument, whatever it happens to be, and just carefully reinsert that valve into the instrument. Now here's an important part. We want to put it in there, and we want to rotate it clockwise until you hear it click. There, it clicked. I don't know if you heard that on the video, but trust me, it clicked. You'll hear it click at home. Now, we want to very carefully screw this top cap back down. And it's important, guys, to never force anything. Don't force it to go down. If you cross thread this, then you're in big trouble, because then you're going to have to take your horn into the shop, and it's going to take a lot of money and time to get that fixed. It can be fixed, but once again, it's costly. So it's better just to follow the rule, never force anything, and that goes for your mouthpiece or any other part of your instrument. If it doesn't want to fit right, if it doesn't want to go or screw down, don't force it. Okay? So you just tighten that up until it's kind of finger snug. You don't want to like tighten it with a wrench or anything like that. Just till it's kind of snug with your finger. And then work the valve several times just to make sure it's working. The last thing you want to do, let's just blow some warm air through your instrument and wiggle the valves. See if I can tilt this down here so you can see better. There we go. And so that is how you oil the piston valve on a trumpet or a baritone or a tuba. If a tuba has piston valves, you can oil that as well. And you just repeat the procedure with the second and the third valve, just like we did the first valve. Alright, that's all there is to it. If you have any questions, see me in class, shoot me an email, and I'll do my best to answer you. Thanks a lot. Have a great day.